So, have you ever looked at a plain old cargo van and seen, well, something more? Like a home? A rolling base camp for adventure? That's exactly what we're breaking down today. This incredible journey of turning a hollow metal box, a VW Crafter in this case, into a fully equipped home on wheels. Let's dive in. All right, here's our roadmap for this whole conversion. We're going to start with the blank canvas, then move on to building the foundation and installing all the life support systems. After that, we'll get into crafting the living space, adding those final touches, and then we'll see the incredible final result. Every single build starts right here with the blank canvas. This is that crucial first phase, choosing the right vehicle and then just stripping it down to its bones, getting the shell ready for a complete transformation. When you get right down to it, this is what fuels these massive projects. It's not really just about building a camper, is it? It's about building a whole new way of life, one that's all about travel, flexibility, and waking up wherever the road happens to take you. The base vehicle is, well, it's a foundation for literally everything that comes after. The choice for this build, a VW Crafter, is a huge favorite in the conversion community, and for good reason. It's got a great balance of interior space, it's comfortable to drive, and it's reliable. Pretty much a perfect blank canvas. This timeline really grounds the whole dream in reality, doesn't it? A full conversion like this, it's not a weekend project. Nope, it's a multi-month commitment. You start with demolition, that leads to the utilities, which then sets the stage for all the framing, and finally, you get to the finishing touches. So with that timeline in mind, let's look at what happens in that first month. Building the foundation. See, before you can even think about kitchens or beds, you have to create a solid, quiet, and insulated shell. This is all the unseen work that makes all the difference in the world. Okay, these three things right here, they're the non-negotiables. First, you gut everything. I mean, everything, right down to the bare metal. Then comes the sound deadening, which is what stops the van from sounding like a giant tin can rattling down the highway. And finally, and maybe most importantly, insulation. This step is just absolutely critical. Good insulation, obviously, keeps you warm when it's cold and cool when it's hot. But, and this is just as crucial, it prevents condensation from forming on those metal walls. Condensation is the #1 enemy of any van because it leads to rust and mold. You do not want that. Now we get to the really complex part. Think of this as the nervous system of the van. Planning and installing all the electrical and plumbing systems can be pretty intimidating, but it's what turns a simple box into a truly functional home. To live off-grid, you basically need your own personal power station. So you've got solar panels that capture the sun's energy. That energy flows through a charge controller to get stored in these big leisure batteries. Think of them as giant power banks for the entire van. An inverter then turns that stored power into the same kind of electricity you use at home, and it's all protected by a fuse box to keep everything safe. And this brings up a huge decision that every single van builder has to face: batteries. The choice is usually between the traditional AGM batteries, which are cheaper but really heavy, and the newer lithium batteries. Now, lithium costs more upfront, no doubt about it, but it's much, much lighter and lasts significantly longer. It's really become a popular long-term investment. Okay, so with all that complicated wiring and plumbing now hidden away behind the walls, the real magic starts to happen. This is where you actually build the furniture and create the layout that you're going to see and live in every single day. Slowly, piece by piece, that empty space starts to get defined. The walls go up, the bed platform gets framed out, the kitchen galley starts to take shape. And for the very first time, you can actually stand inside and really feel the dimensions of your future home. It's an amazing moment. And here's a little reality check that might surprise you. Do not underestimate the cabinetry. The design and the cutting, yeah, that's time-consuming. But just look at this. Half the entire effort is just in the assembly. Fitting custom-built cabinets to the curved walls of a van is, let me tell you, a massive undertaking. So the major construction is done, but the project is far from over. This is the part where a functional space really transforms into a personalized, beautiful home. It's all in the details. This is where all the personality comes shining through. Choosing just the right cabinet handles, installing warm lighting, laying down a durable floor. Every single one of these small decisions just layers on top of the next to create that final look and feel of the home. So after months of planning, cutting, wiring, and sanding, what do you actually have? Let's take a look at the culmination of all that effort, a complete road-ready camper van. Just remember where we started. A bare, echoing metal box. Yeah, it was full of potential for sure, but it was a long, long way from being a home. And here it is, the payoff. A cozy, functional, and beautiful living space, totally custom built for a life of travel. Every single element you see is the result of countless hours of hard work and dedication. The transformation it's just incredible. And this is really what it all boils down to, right? Taking one van and meticulously converting it into one home, ready for countless adventures. It is the ultimate DIY project. Ultimately, this quote just captures the entire spirit of the whole project. It's not just about the vehicle itself. It's about what that vehicle represents. Complete and total freedom. The freedom to choose your own backyard every single morning. So that leaves just one question. After all that work, with the keys in your hand and a full tank of gas, where would you point the wheels and go first? The mountains? The coast? The possibilities are absolutely endless.